right, so the next guest I have on, his name is Vance Hinds. I gotta tell you guys how I found him. I'm on YouTube. I like to be inspired by certain stories on YouTube. And so what was suggested to me one day was a video, and I saw a name that I recognized on there, and it was Bert Kriesher. And I'm not, you guys probably know who that is, or DDP. And this video had millions of views, and I got, what the hell is this? So I got on the phone right now, Vance Hinds. Vance, are you there? Oh, hold on, we don't even have a speaker on the phone. Hold on, I gotta put you on speaker. All right, are you there?
I'm here.
All right, we got Vance. You're on the phone, dude. Your video on YouTube that DDP put up. How many views do you have on it right now?
Over 40 million.
40 million.
Yeah, that's on the DDPY yoga page on their own YouTube channel. My video on their YouTube channels had over 40 million views.
That's insane. That's ridiculously. And did you think when you started doing this that any of this would happen?
No way. Hey, I don't know the format of this show. Can I cuss on this show? Or
you can say whatever the fuck you want, but dude,
all right, because I've been known to cuss. When you ask me about, did I expect that? Hell, fucking no, I didn't expect that.
All right, so before we go into any further, let's explain what happened. But first of all, I think I explained this to you a little bit in the DMs. This crowd is basically birthed out of the Jim Rome. Do you know who Jim Rome is?
Yes.
All right, so you're free to like say whatever you want, because we all smack on each other and call each other names. So yeah, you can say whatever you want, but tell us what was your video based off of? Tell us everything you possibly can.
All right, man. I had always been big, and I was 475 pounds in November of 2017, and I'd been over 400 pounds for most of my adult life, and I'd had heart problems, and I didn't expect to live, and different kind of things, but I was watching. I followed the Sober October. If any of your listeners know what that is, but it's Bert Kriesher, the four comedians: Bert Kriesher, Tom Segura, R.A. Shafir, and Joe Rogan. Those four comedians, they 2 Octobers ago, they did a Sober October because they didn't think that Bert could go without drinking for a whole month. And I just started listening to their podcast at the time, and I really got into it and had a good time. But so Joe Rogan couldn't get high for a month. Bert couldn't get drunk or high for a month. He couldn't even take his Xanax at night to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And they all had to do 14 hot yoga sessions that month.
All right.
And they all made it and survived, but it was a hoot. But then in November, they all got together and busting each other's chops and giving each other a hard time, and they were getting drunk and getting high. And by the end of the show, they bet Bert that he couldn't run a half marathon, and and he kept telling them he has the Mickey Mantle gene and he could do anything. And so, And so, I thought I'd listened along, had a great time listening to the whole deal, but a couple of weeks later, 2.5 weeks later, I'm getting up to watch football on Sunday morning. I'm getting up, drinking coffee. I'm sitting in my chair, getting ready for the football games, and I looked through my Instagram, and there's Bert Kriesher finishing the St. Pete half marathon. So 2.5 weeks later.
So you heard them talking on the podcast, and then you actually just accidentally see him finishing the half marathon?
Yes.
That's awesome, dude.
And
that's a godsend right there.
And I'm just sitting in that chair, and I'm thinking, if this silly son of a bitch can do that on 2.5 weeks' notice, there's something that I can do. There's something physically that I can do. And so I just to respond there, I just made a video and I put it on all my social media pages, and I tagged all those comedians, and I said, Bert Kriesher, you have inspired me. I'm going to change my life. And so that night, I didn't think much of it. That night, I was sitting in the toilet, and I was about to go to bed. My wife was already asleep in bed, and I'm scrolling through my notices and my notifications, and there's Bert on Twitter that he had tagged Tom Segura and said "changing lives."
Nice.
And so I got so excited. When I was down in the toilet, I went out there, woke up my wife, and said, "The shit is on. The shit is on."
Yeah.
So the next morning, I got up and I went out into the bathroom, and I just decided to go all in. And I got down to my underwear, and I got a talking scale, and I weighed myself on the talking scale in my underwear and put it out there, and I weighed 475 pounds.
And the scale
that was November 20th of 2017. And that started my weight loss journey, and I posted everything online, and DDP got a hold of me, and I've been on his program. But the video, they took videos and pictures and posts and everything of my first year journey on that weight loss journey, and made a video and put it on their webpage, and that's what it's about.
So it looks like at some points, just seeing the video, you're kind of like a Forrest Gump, like you start running, and next thing you know, you got a whole crowd of people behind you. It's like, for no particular reason, I just started running. And what was that? I mean, like, was that because of social media or just your friends, or what was that?
It's social media and friends, but mainly the power of social media, brother. It's, I started with two principles. I said, I'm going to commit people. If anybody, my whole life, my friends and family and relatives, I've all said, if, you tell me where to meet me, I'll walk with you. You come up to the gym, I'll lift with you. They're trying to help me, and I always poo-pooed and wouldn't do it. So that first day, I said, if anybody volunteers, I'm going to say where, when, and what time. I'm going to commit them. And the second thing I said was, I'm going to post everything online, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
And for accountability. And those are the only two principles I started with when I started this journey. And those two principles just snowballed into all this other stuff. I mean, just one thing after another. It's just been unbelievable.
It's like baby steps. It's like, okay, when you weigh yourself every day, it's not like you're losing 200 pounds a day. You're losing, 2 or 3 pounds a day, right? I mean, it's.
Yeah.
I mean, okay. So on the Jim Rome show, there's two guys right now who, everyone's making fun of because they're fat. Can you just do the fat alarm really quick? No, don't do the alarm. Okay, so I got my guys in the background. They play the sound, but they have a contest going on. These two guys on the Jim Rome, the fans, the guys that listen to the show, Beeks and Caleb in Green Bay, and they're having a contest. Whoever loses the most money by November 1st, I think, or whoever loses the most weight, I should say, the whatever money they make on the GoFundMe will go towards their charity. Now, what kind of advice would you give to those guys?
Well, I mean, so tell me the rules again. I got to do it in how fast?
By November 1st, I think, or sometime in November.
So you're talking, let's see, September, October, so 2.5 months.
Yep.
What I would do if I was them is, always you got to go with DDP yoga. That's the greatest fitness program on the planet. It's unbelievable, and I can tell you more about that. But any weight loss starts with food and your diet. I mean, you can't. DDP says you can't outwork a bad diet, bro. And I've been at this 20 months, and there's no more truthful thing that you can say than that. I mean, people can work their ass off, but at some point, you're not going to be able to outwork what you're putting into your body. And so you've got to start with your food. You got to figure out what's something you can live with and something you can do.
Yeah.
And, and there's a million ways to lose weight, and all of them work for a while, but problem is you got to be able to find one that you can stay on long term. Because those guys are just looking short term plan, and so any of the diets would work in 2 months if they hit them hard and stay on it.
So
if they wanted to keep it off, I mean, their bodies, they'll never be able to go back to eating what they were, because that's the way what their bodies want to look like if they do that.
Riddle me this though, like, so when you first started doing this in November of 2017, the first few weeks, was it the hardest? Like, you're driving by Taco Bell, you're driving by, McDonald's. Is it you changed your diet? Obviously, I mean, you almost have to like relearn to walk, in my opinion, because I eat junky foods, dude. And if you told me tomorrow I have to eat salads or almonds or something, it'd be a life. I don't know if I could do it, man.
Yeah, shit, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it.
All right.
There ain't nothing to it. But it's weird, man, because that day when I made up my mind, it was like a flip switch in my head. All the other times I'd done the diets and done things, I knew in the back of my mind at some point I was going to go back to eating the way I'd eaten before. And I always said, all right, I'm going to get down to this weight, and then I can go back and eat that food. But it doesn't work that way. You just gain it right back.
It's a lifestyle change.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to keep tweaking it and to find the happy balance to get to where I'm at. And so, it was never really too hard, but that's not to say I didn't have ups and downs. I mean, there are times when I'd eat something and then I'd crave it, and I would, I'd cheat and slip, and then I'd have to fight through the urges again and get back on track. And I mean, there's peaks and valleys. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But this time I never had any doubt that I was going to get to where I wanted to go.
That's super cool, man. It's inspiring. You, dude, I can't even tell you how honored I am to have you tell this story on the WoodScopes. But if you have a few more seconds, can you tell us? It looks like you met both DDP and Kriesher. What are those guys like?
Yeah, man. I'll stay on here as long as you want me on here, man.
Oh, cool.
But DDP, Bert, both of those guys are saints, man. They're both Bert's the real deal, man. He's just a good old guy, funny as hell. He's just a sweet guy, partier. He's done just a tremendous amount of things for me by reposting and supporting me. And,
that's so cool.
I've been backstage, and I met him at the green room in Dallas. He took me backstage, my wife and another couple, and he had DDP and I on his podcast out in Atlanta when he did the Atlanta show. He had DDP. He had DDP on, and DDP brought me with him, so I got to meet him there, and he gave me a hug the first time he saw me. And Bert's just the salt of the earth, man. And then DDP's a saint. That guy really, really cares more about helping people than he does anything else.
That's so cool, man. And he's the one that released your video, right? He's the one that re-released it and made it big, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's his video. It's his. I gave him all the access to all my stuff. It's his video. He got me here. See, I started out low carbon, and because that's what I'd always done to lose weight. And then he saw me through Bert reposting my stuff.
Yeah. And
on January 1st, he reached out to me through Twitter. And he said, if you want some real help, bro, DM me. And I didn't know who he was. I was never a wrestling fan. I didn't know anything about him. So I sent him a quick little message, and then my Twitter feed kind of blew up and said, people were saying, man, if DDP's reaching out to you, you need to, you need to take whatever. You'd be a fool not to take whatever help. But he's a fitness guru. So I went back and wrote him a long message, and he gave me his phone number, and we started exchanging phone calls, and then he makes me send him my food every day. I got on his food plan, and I got on his DDP yoga, and I've been doing it and other exercises, and I mean, right now, as I sit here today, I'm 223 pounds down.
Dude, you're almost caught up to me. That's the dude. Seriously,
I weighed 253 this morning.
Oh my gosh. What was I gonna ask? I was gonna ask about DDP. Oh no, I was gonna ask you personally. So, what's the future look like? Are you gonna write books, diet books? Are you gonna steps? Are you gonna write books or videos or any? Do you have any plans like that? I know you have I think you have a law business, but do you have plans to like inspire other people by media of some sort?
I do. I want to. I want to write a book, and I would love to do the inspirational speaking to help kids and adults, and corporate gigs and that kind of thing. But right now, I've been feeling so good. You feel like you can do anything once you start accomplishing this stuff. But right now, I've thrown my name in the hat to run for a judge here in Ellis County. So I'm campaigning right now. So that's kind of taking my focus when I'm not exercising or working. I'm campaigning. So that's kind of where my focus is right now.
Does your lifestyle encourage you to do things like that? Would you have done this before November 2017? Would you have ran back then?
No.
Or was this, that's super cool.
Hell, I couldn't have walked to the. I mean, I got short of breath walking to the mailbox back then.
Yeah.
I could barely get from my truck to inside the courthouse. Let me tell you some of the things I've done this year. I've done. I wish I had my little list here, but I've done. I don't know how many sprint triathlons I've done this year. I've done an aqua bike. I've done 2 or 3 aqua bikes. One of them was an X50 distance, which means it was a 1.2 mile swim and a 43-mile bike ride. I did an Olympic distance triathlon. I did
it's unbelievable.
56-mile bike ride. I did a 100-mile bike ride last Saturday.
Oh my
and that's in August in the Texas heat. It's called the Hotter Than Hell 100. It took me 10 hours. And I've done a 2.5-mile swim in open water.
Dude, I got chafed hearing you say that, man. I can't even believe it.
That ain't a funny joke. Cause last night, the last 2 days, I have literally pulled skin off my ass.
Oh.
You know the old adage where you say no skin off my ass.
Yeah. Bullshit.
I pulled skin off my ass these last 2 days. From the saddle sores from that damn bike for the 100-mile bike ride.
Oh my God.
I never knew there was truth to that old adage.
Dude, I can't. Dude, that's unbelievable. Okay, hold on. We got some questions from some of the watchers.
All right, Vance, we got a lot of great comments, a lot of congratulations on the chats and the questions here.
Thank you.
Hold on. Okay, you can hear them. Okay, good.
All right, good. I guess I will swim. He wants to know, what is the official weight loss total from when you started to now? How many pounds?
So from November 2017 to now, where are you at?
228, 223, 223. Let's see, I weighed 153 this morning. 222.
Dude, you lost my whole entire body weight and then some.
I started at 475 and 253 today, so 222.
That's unbelievable. Okay,
awesome, great job. And then at Pup Mask Up wants to know, what food do you miss the most? What can't you enjoy?
He's dangling the carrot, dude. All right.
Well, the fruit usually it's fruit. My weakness is fruit, and when I'm really trying to lose weight, I don't even eat fruit or nuts. I just eat protein and veggies.
Wow.
So,
yeah, I suppose
fruit is what I crave the most.
Oh, I like fruit too. You have to give up fruit? No, you don't have to. I know. I get it. Okay, any other questions from the watchers? No. Okay, we're good. All right, Vance. Do you have anything else you want to add to this before I let you go?
Yeah, man. Yeah, just thank you for letting me on your show. Can I give you my social media stuff?
Yeah. Give out your social medias, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, anything. Give it out here. If you guys want to know if this guy's ever going to write a book and you want to read it, follow him on these social medias and you'll find it, I'm sure, in the future. Go ahead, dude.
All right, man. On Facebook, it's Vance Wade Hinds, but I'm maxed out on friends. But you can follow me. But I also have a public page called Vance Hinds that you can follow, and sometimes I fire friends, so there may be some room. And then Twitter is LawDog1515.
All right.
LAWDOG1515, and Instagram is Vance_Hinds, HINDS, and YouTube is Doghouse 15151515.
Nice. All right, man, dude. Thanks for doing this. You are seriously a huge inspiration. I love stories like that. I mean, just imagine how many years you've maybe added to your life, and like you said, you're running for a judge, and you would have done that 2 years ago. That's incredible, dude. It seriously is.
Hey, those two guys, if you want one of them to win, tell them to reach out to me privately, and I'll help you win that.
I know one of them is watching right now. I don't know if the other one is, but yeah, I'll do that, man.
Win. Tell him to reach out to me. I'll make him send me his food every day. I'll make him get on the mat and make him send me his food every day, like DDP makes me.
Yeah, he started this competition, and after the first week, he only gained 10 pounds.
He gained 10?
Yeah.
Hey, the first week I started, I gained 3.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
If you listen to that video, that's on the video. I went from 475 to 478.
Oh, that's disappointing. Yeah, I tell you, man, that's cool. All right, dude, I'm gonna let you go, but dude, thank you so much. We're gonna do this again in the future. I wanna keep in touch with you.
All right, Twelvewood, thank you for letting me on, man.
All right, thanks, Vance. You have a great night.
You too.
All right, bye bye.
Yo, it's me. It's me.
Dude,
it's
how cool.
DDP.
I said, can I get 10 minutes from you? Dude, he gave me a half hour. That's super cool. All right, so here's what's up.